Hello, in this video I want to talk about excuses, and what I mean by excuses is meta advertisers and their excuses, because I'm hearing a lot of these from my community at the moment. I just want to talk through what I mean by excuses and why we need to have trust in Meta's algorithm. So let's get into it. So we've all heard about the new Andromeda update, okay? Meta has had the biggest change since I know, and I've been running ads for over 10 years now. It has brought in lookalikes, we've seen Advantage Plus, we've seen dynamic creatives, we've seen flexible creative. We've seen all these things which are brilliant new concepts brought to the platform, okay? And they've worked really, really well. They haven't worked overnight, which I think is what we're all sort of alarming for at the moment with Andromeda, is that there is so much noise out there at the moment that we are all focused on, we need to change, we need to change, we need to change. And I agree, we do need to change, but it doesn't need to be as fast and as drastic as I am seeing from my community and from people who are speaking to me like yourselves. So, what do I mean by excuses? I've always been an advertiser with Meta who's firmly believed in that we need to have trust in the algorithm that is going to be showing our content to the right person to bring into our funnel, whether that's lead generation for a service-based business or whether that's for e-commerce, okay? And more often than not, people have excuses as to why something's not working. It's a very, very easy way out to blame the system. I do a lot of calls where I am the client or the prospect or the person I'm mentoring is sharing their screen for me to do a nice audit, okay? Audit right in front of them, can last half an hour, and we're auditing what's going on in their ad account. And the thing I hear more and more and more is, it's not working because of this, it's not working because of that, it's so clunky, why does it? And people are getting very frustrated, trying to blame Meta on why they are not getting the performance. Now, I know this because I also have lots of clients and people I'm mentoring who don't blame the system, who put the right strategies in place to get the performance they need, and they win, okay? And I'm just wanting to really break this down on the difference between those two sets of advertisers. Advertisers who listen to our instructions from myself or other experts out there on how they should be positioning their concepts, their strategies, and how they are pushing their creative, which is so creative-led and has been for so long, but it takes something huge like this to make everyone suddenly listen that, oh my God. So the content's important to put in front of the potential customer. And then if I'm communicating in the right way to my ideal customer, they're more likely to come in and buy my product or service. Yeah, it's been like this for donkey's years. I come from a data world. I come from a email marketing world. I'm now spent the last 10 years in the Facebook advertising world, and the same theory has not changed. Advertising has not changed from the days of being in a newspaper and trying to change the half page or the whole page or a quarter of the page. Your headline is calling out to your ideal customer with a problem, and then there's a solution. Very simple. I know there's lots of different ways that we can write our copy, but very simply, you have a problem, and my ad has just helped you remind you of that problem, and you've recognized it. You've then now gone into, I understand why this person has actually put something in front of me, and they have a solution underneath it. And all I need to do is cut this coupon out or call this number, and I will have my problem fixed, okay, by what that business is offering. None of this has changed. Just the platforms that we're showing this problem solution on has changed. Whether that be Google, whether that be Meta, TikTok, whatever it might be, we're here to talk about Meta, but the same thing applies. We need to speak to our ideal customer in a way that makes them stop what they're doing at that particular time, recognize that they have that problem, introduce our solution, and tell them what they need to do next. That was very simple the way. So we have been working through concepts where we talk about text overlay. Still works brilliantly well, okay? Now, our testing might be slightly different, but if we've got a video showing a product or service, and above it at the top we have a white text box with some black text saying, are you struggling with your Facebook ads? Do you use an agency but you don't like the results? Are you spending £10,000 a month on Facebook ads but not getting the ROI that you think you deserve? I'm just calling out the people who come into my community, and they're 3 examples of the ads in different concepts that I speak to my audience to bring them into my community. And I pay really small amounts of money to get those leads in. But I have seen how I've done ads that haven't really worked and I've been paying £20 a lead. I have seen ads where I have currently, where I've completely changed the concepts that I'm working with and I've continued testing, and now I'm paying £2.50 a lead for the same people coming into my community, which is what I'm talking about because that's what I'm driving my ads towards. Now, all I need you to do is the same thing. So rather than creating some really bad creative that doesn't speak out to your ideal customer, and then they're not coming in and you're blaming, well, my click-through rates are ridiculous, my CPMs are so high, it's too expensive to run ads on Facebook, my audience isn't on Facebook, everyone's on Facebook or Instagram. There are so many billions of people on this platform using this platform, whether they're slightly older demographic in Facebook or they're younger demographic in Instagram, or you're running TikTok ads. Where TikTok has got this, I believe, absolutely right, is the fact that with the affiliate scheme that TikTok has, we have content creators selling other people's products, okay, through TikTok Shop. I get drawn in so much into those content creators' content. Sometimes I can be watching something for 5, 10, 15 seconds before I realize they're trying to sell me a product and it says commission paid right at the bottom of TikTok. I'm sure we can all recognize that. That video is unbelievable. It's pulled me in as a consumer to recognize that I've got that problem. It's pulled me in with the solution and it's trying to sell to me. I then realize I don't want to be sold to and I move on, okay? But TikTok has got unbelievable content creators. Now, is this something that Meta might do? We're not too sure. But we need to follow the same guidelines. Rather than just spending 5 minutes in Canva going, this is my product, put it out. And I have clients like this, especially in e-commerce, where they're just going, product, no one's buying it, because you haven't told the people why they want it. A call that I've just been on this morning, great product, right? It's going to the baby market. It's something a baby does. But they're videos which are kind of working, to be fair. They've got some good videos and they're getting some good return on investment from it at top of funnel, you know, trying to make a profit out of their acquisition. They're going very much bottom of funnel. So they're only talking to people who already know this product is out there. And it might be a competitor product, but they're trying to go with what I would call bottom of funnel advertising, which is like our ideal customer already knows this product and we are going to say, if you've noticed your baby is already doing this, buy our product instead of theirs. And I said, well, what about your top of funnel content? How are you going to communicate your content through concepts out to a new audience of people who may have a baby, who don't recognize that this product's out there, don't realize that there's a solution and haven't realized that why their baby is doing certain things, and that their product can soothe that baby by going, have you noticed that your baby does this? This is because of this. And we can make that baby even happier by you buying this, and this is the reason why, okay? So that new mother or father is going, oh yeah, I have noticed that. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to research this. And then they've come in at that top of funnel, and then they're going to be through the new way of Andromeda and with the way we're going to build our ads, through testing concepts, finding the different winners in those concepts, putting those into a scaling campaign where those concepts create their top, middle and bottom of funnel by what Meta has decided to show someone at the right time to take them down that funnel journey. That's perfect, but we can't start with rubbish. I can guarantee if you start paying attention to your creative in the right way and actually sitting down and looking at the different concepts, whether that be benefit-led, UGC, testimonials, whether it be demonstration, if you start looking at these and putting time into really making sure that you're talking to your ideal customer in the right way at different stages of that funnel, you will stop blaming the system because things will start working for you. I see it in my own business with my own advertising. I see it across all the hundreds of different accounts that we mentor and run. I know this works. And if you spend that time doing it for yourself, you will win at this game. I can guarantee it. If you like what you've heard here and you want to hear more, click the link below or go to my school.com community, school.com/the ads clinic. And when you can see me talking more about all this, you can get advice of myself, my colleagues, and other people in the community who are getting lots of success from their Facebook advertising. Click below and I'll see you there.